Hello friends, my name is Himanshu and welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn about doing an equation with the help of functions. Now there are few predefined functions. With the help of those, we may do equation with ease and by avoiding lots of mistake that may happen while using an operators. So the first function that we are going to understand is sum function. But not only we are going to do and start doing a function, but we would be understanding few function facts also. Now the first fact is function always starts with an equal to sign. If you have not given equal to, this means it has not considered that as a function. So I have typed equation equal to. After that you will have to give the equation name. So I have started S because I am going to write sum. The moment you will type S, you may see there are plenty of function name suggestions which are coming starting with fx. So these are all functions and these are function name suggestions. I have written su. So now you may see in the third label that some function is there. Now the important aspect is, if you are going to set your cursor on the function that you want to do and that has been highlighted, it will tell you that what this function is supposed to do. Here it's telling add all the numbers in a range of cells. That's correct. Also the fact, if you have done few spelling mistake, then you will not get any suggestion at all. This means you have written something wrong, so go back and do the correction. Okay, I want to do sum and this has been highlighted right now. If the function that you want to type, if it is highlighted, then you may simply press tab. If I press tab, you may see complete function has came with opening parenthesis, means opening bracket. Now you may see a parameters within it like number 1 and number 2. There are two striking difference between number 1 and number 2. The first difference is number 1 is in bold text, however number 2 isn't. Second is number 1 is without any bracket, however number 2 is in square bracket. There is a significance for both of it. The first thing, number 1 is in bold text because we are right now in number 1 parameter. As a number 1, I have selected this particular cell reference, which is A10. Comma is being used for parameter separator, so I have given comma, and then it's asking for number 2. So you may see now number 2 is highlighted. That's an indication of you are right now in number 2 parameter and you need to give number 2. So the parameter which is in bold text is an indication that right now you are in that particular parameter. However, I have given number 1 comma number 2 bracket close, enter, and it has given me the output. Again I am typing this function sum. As a number 1 I have given this one, number 2 I have not given. It will not give me the output which I am looking for. It has just given me that value of A13, but yes, there is no error that has been generated. Again I am typing sum and now I have not given any parameter. Bracket close, enter, it will not run. You may see here it has generated an error and that's considered as fatal error. The reason is being number 1 is without any square bracket. The square bracket significance is square bracket indicates optional parameter, and the parameters which are without the square bracket are compulsory parameter. So in this case number 1 is a compulsory parameter and number 2 is an optional parameter. If you will give number 2, it will give you the option of number 3 as well. So these are few function facts, and now the first thing that I'm going to do, I need to do the sum of all these particular cell values, means this complete range. So I'm going to apply sum and I will make a selection of this complete range from A2 till A15. You may see here it's giving A2 colon A15. That's an colon is an indication of 2, that is A2 to A15. Bracket close, enter. You have got the output. This is that easy. Now without going ahead, I am going to make you understand of another important aspect. You may see few of the cell is in blue color, light blue color. So there are two ways of doing an equation. Equal to this particular cell plus this cell value plus this cell value. Cut. Now there are another important aspect that I am going to make you understand. You may see few of the cell is in distinctive color. Now equal to, I want to add this particular cell value, so equal to this particular cell value plus this particular cell value plus this particular cell value. I have given the reference of all the cell that I want to add and enter. I have got the answer. There is another way of doing it. Equal to, I have written some function. Number 1 is this particular cell value, comma, number 2, comma, number 3. Bracket close, and it will give me the output, which is same. Now both the way is serving the purpose, but it is good if you are using a function name. Why is it so? Let's say in this particular figure it's not a number, here it is written NA. So the function that you have done with the help of operators will generate an function error, because it will not be able to add text to a value. However, where you have applied a function, it will ignore this and will do the sum for rest of the two values. So this is the advantage of using a sum or function name. Also, if I am going to color, let's say like this, and I want to sum all the cell which is in that fill color, then also sum function is more useful. I am going to apply sum. Number 1 is this, comma, number 2 is this particular range. It's very easy, just go ahead and you may do the selection, comma, and as a number 3 I have made a selection of this particular cell value, means from C11 till C13. Bracket close, enter, and you will have the output. Now this is how you need to do a sum function, and these are the things which are very important that should be in your mind when you are applying a function. Now the second thing is, if you want to do an average, similar to sum, again you will have to write average, and then I want to get the average of quarter 2, so I made a selection from top to bottom. Bracket close, enter, you will get the average, which is 128. Now we are going to understand another important function, which is count function. It seems to be a very simple function, but it's not the case. So let's go for it. Here I am applying equal to count, and I have selected this complete range. Bracket close, it will give me the count 9. Okay, let me drag it over here. Actually it's 14, from here till here it's 14, but it's giving 9. The reason is being, count function is not going to count blank cell and the cell which is where text is there. Means count function will count only the cell which contains value. So that's the reason here it's coming 9. Now there is another function which is count A. So I have done the double click, and I'm going to do a changes in this particular function. So in place of count, I'm typing count A, enter, and now you may see that 12 is coming. Again, count A function is going to count text as well as value, but it will not count blank cell. If you want to count blank cell only, then there is one function. I'm going to do another change. In place of count A, I'm going to apply count blank, enter, and there you will see 2 is coming. That's an indication of count blank. So there are 3 functions in count category. There are even more, but in the initial level we will consider there are 3 functions: count, counts value only, count A, counts value plus text, count blank, counts blank cell only. Now let's move to our next function, which is max function. So equal to max, and I'm going to do the selection of this complete range. It's a simple function. It will tell me what is the maximum value in this particular range, which is 270. Similar to max, there is a function which is minimum function. So I'm going to apply min minimum, going to do the selection of this cell value, and 87 is the minimum value in this particular range. Similar to max function, you may see in the formula bar that's a max function. There is another function which is large function. What large functions do? Equal to, if I'm going to apply large as an array, I made a selection of this particular range, comma, then k. K stands for instance number. In place of k, if I am giving 1, then it will give me the same output as max. This is the maximum figure in this particular range, that is 270. Double click over here, and in place of 1 I am giving 2. Enter, and now it's 215. This means that not only the highest value, you may get the second highest value also if you have given 2. If you have given, let's say, look at the formula bar, if you have given, let's say, 3, then this is the third highest value. Similar to large function, there is definitely a small function as well. Type small, as an array I made a selection of this particular range, comma, 1, give me the lowest value, that is similar to the minimum function. In place of 1, if I'm going to give 2, this is the second smallest value. So these are all a very important equation based functions. There are few more equation based function like sum if, count if, but we will have a better understanding of those functions once we will go through a logical functions. Even though those are math functions, but there are some part of logical part as well. For this video, this is it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.